You're tuned into All2ReelToo. Be sure to subscribe, download, share the show with a friend, and stop by All2ReelToo.com for our social links, Patreon, and TeePublic store info.
Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Fergal.
And we're from Movie Smash.
Comic book movies are having a golden age right now with the MCU.
Movies based on comics aren't necessarily a new thing, but they're a big thing.
Join us every other Tuesday on Movie Smash.
We explore these movies and find some hidden gems.
Every other week, we revisit some of the best.
And some of the worst movies based on comics or graphic novels.
Was Green Lantern as bad as you remember?
Heck no!
Is Time Cop the most accurate time travel movie ever created?
Absolutely.
Was Mystery Men way ahead of its time?
Should they be revisited? Should they be forgotten?
Join us on Movie Smash and find out. Listen wherever you find your fine podcasts.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the latest episode of All2ReelToo. My name is Michael E. Cullen II, and with me, as always, is...
Sesame, Siren Song, Encarta.
That was beautiful.
2006 coded Encarta, rather.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I worked really hard on that one for like a second.
It reminded me of the national anthem of my homeland.
What's that? What's your homeland?
Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, I always wanted to go there.
Yeah. It's hard to get to, but
Tell me, what is the difference between Atlantis and Lemuria? Are they different cultures, or is it different landscape, or not seascape rather, or...
I've never heard of the other place.
You haven't?
No.
Oh boy, David Icke. Later on, I'll go into that. Not tonight. I mean, like at some other time.
It might just be like another name for it, like because Atlantis is mentioned in other cultures, but not always called Atlantis.
No, but they are supposed to be different cities, though.
Yeah.
Lemuria is a continent proposed by 1864 by zoologist Philip Sclater, theorized to have sunk beneath the Indian Ocean, later appropriated by occultists and supposed accounts of human origins. So that's like Atlantis is another city, but that's not the.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, we won't get into that. But
so when I before we get too into the episode too, when I was working at this retail store that I used to work at and stock shelves that I'm not going to mention because I don't want to give them credit, because they don't advertise with us. This lady I worked with was convinced that Atlantis was in the Bible.
Oh,
and I guess because there's some like underwater city or something mentioned somewhere in the Bible. I don't remember where or anything like that. And then she says, and they figured out where it is. It's in Lake Michigan.
Oh my God.
And she believes this fully. And I'm like, and she says it's in the Bible. And I was like, does it say Lake Michigan in the Bible?
Of course. I mean, duh.
So I was like, wait a second. I'm pretty sure that
does the Bible mention an underwater city? Nope. Nope.
Yes, but I mean, I remember that time when Jesus traveled to, Chicago,
Michigan, and like
because in Chicago, and he was just hanging out at a beach in Lake Michigan, and
he'd go down to Madison Avenue and he hang out with Jimmy, McGill and Cicero for a while, He
used to hang out with Al Capone,
and
then the Untouchables and stuff. It was all, used to. He was like, the movie 8 Men Out, and this true story about the White Sox and everything. It was actually 9 men out, and Jesus was the 9th baseball player in the he played for the Chicago White Sox.
Interesting.
Yeah, a little known fact. Anyways,
Was she a Mormon though? Because Mormons kind of have like the idea that like the Garden of Eden was actually in Missouri originally.
yeah, no, she wasn't.
Okay, I was gonna say because they do have something about a city, the city of Mormon.
She didn't even go to church, as far as I know.
Okay, no problem. Gotcha.
Yeah, the thing is, she was like a really smart woman, like when she was younger, and I think something just went when she got older.
Yeah.
But
No problem.
anywho, today on the show we're covering Aquaman.
Yeah.
And you may be thinking, I mean, you probably won't because you probably, read the description of this episode before you started listening, but you may be thinking of the Jason Momoa movie, but
yeah, you could be thinking of that.
No, we're talking about the TV pilot for a series that never went to air.
I wonder why it's so good.
Made in 2006. This was here's the Internet Movie Database logline for it. A young 20-something diver living in the Florida Keys discovers he has the power to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
There it is.
Yep, it doesn't really explain anything. But anyways.
No, not really.
So this was directed by Greg Beeman, who is known for directing and being a producer on Heroes, The Mysterious Benedict Society, Timeless, which is an amazing show. If you have not seen Timeless, recommend it highly.
I think so.
Yeah. It was on for like a couple seasons on NBC, and it was created by Eric Kripke from Sylvania, Ohio. Yeah, we've got he was like did stuff for a bunch of TV shows, including he was an executive producer on Smallville, which comes into play here in a second. Yeah, because this show was created by Alfred Gow and Miles Millar, who created Smallville. And this episode was written by those two guys and Paul Norris.
Oh.
So yeah, this what happened was the story behind it is, okay, so the year or two before, in like the 5th season of Smallville, they had an episode called Aqua, where Aquaman was a character in it, played by Alan Ritchson or whatever, the guy that plays Jack Reacher in the Reacher TV series.
Okay.
He played Aquaman on Smallville, and it was the highest rated episode of that season.
Oh.
And so they came up with the idea that they were going to do a Aquaman TV show, but they weren't sure if they wanted it to be a spin-off or not. So then things happened behind scenes, and Alan was just a model and singer who hadn't really acted besides the Smallville thing. And so basically he was first offered the show at one time, then they rescinded it, and then they basically gave it to another actor who then didn't work out, and then they finally cast the Aquaman we have in this episode, who we'll mention in a second, who is Justin Hartley, who people may know right now from Tracker. He's on that TV show now. He was also on This Is Us. He also played Oliver Queen on Smallville.
Really?
Arrow. After this, he went on to play Arrow or Green Arrow on Smallville, and and then Alan Ritchson continued to play Aquaman on Smallville. So it was just kind of interesting. So yeah, so we got Justin Hartley as Arthur Curry, the Aquaman, the titular character. We got Lou Diamond Phillips as Tom Curry, his adopted father. We got Denise Canonis as Lieutenant Rachel Torres, Rick Peters as Agent Brigman, Ving Rhames as McCaffrey, Toledo, Ohio's own Adrian Palicki as Nadia. Got Amber McDonald as Eva, Kenny Johnson as Sheriff, Daniela Deutscher as she was at the time going by Daniela Walters as Atlanta, and so on.
And so on and so forth. Real.
Got other people. So had you ever heard of this before I suggested it?
I think vaguely reminder of it. I don't know if I watched it when it came out or if I just saw like pictures of it or like like a commercial.
It never aired on TV.
No, I just for some reason the picture reminds me of something. I don't know.
It did after so basically when they were developing the show, what ended up happening and the reason that it didn't go to series had a lot to do with the behind the scenes politics of the CW.
Mm-hmm.
Because the CW was just being born at that time. It was the combination of the WB and UPN into one network. And so you've got like basically when new people come in, a lot of times they'll kill things that somebody else had started.
Yeah.
So it was developed under the WB, and then then when it became CW, they were basically like, we don't feel it's strong enough to launch the new network.
Right.
So they didn't go forward with the show. So that's kind of how it got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then I don't know if it was before it got killed completely or before while they were still deciding if they were going to pick it up, they released it to iTunes as a download.
Oh, okay.
Like the first pilot episode that was ever like released online like that. So yeah,
so weird.
And then it got like tons and tons of downloads. So
people actually kind of. So did they actually do like a whole season of this? Or?
No, they just did the pilot.
Just did a pilot. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's.
Did they make any more? Is what I mean. Like, did they make any?
No.
No. Okay.
No, they didn't make any more episodes. They just shot the pilot, and they were going to shoot more of it. If it got picked up. But do you know how much you want to guess how much? And this is like 20 years ago. How much the episode cost to make?
Man, I'm not sure. Maybe like a couple 100,000, maybe.
$7 million.
$7 million for this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the effects were kind of cool for its time.
Yeah, I don't know where I heard that. I might be wrong on that, but
considering like,
mm-hmm.
I can understand like the logic of that. Like,
yeah,
for its time, the CGI was pretty decent.
Yeah.
For a TV show, at least. For CW, at least.
Yeah.
Because CW is not, even now, was not really known for its like super advanced. I mean, we got Legends of Tomorrow where they're freaking using like, looks like stuff from like a theater department set. Like,
Yeah.
The Flash has some really dumb graphics here and there, but so for 2006,
yeah,
I could definitely see. Sorry, I'm listening to you, but I get distracted because I just saw a thing for Batwoman, the show.
Yeah,
and I kind of want to watch that again because I only watched the first season of Batwoman. Sorry, it's DC related, so technically I'm not going off on that.
Maybe for a future episode we'll cover the pilot or something of the Batwoman.
Yeah, because I only saw season 1, and that was
yeah. Then they changed actresses second season. I
remember people complaining about that. They got a black woman being
it was a good show. I even liked it better the second season as it went on.
Oh, no, you just like it because the black woman, you have to pretend that you think it's good because it's woke. It's because of woke. You can't say your true opinion, which actually just happens to be your true opinion, but you have to pretend that it's not your true opinion to sound not woke, so you have to lie in the opposite way to appear that you're not being patronizing, so you're doing reverse patronizing to patronize me by not being woke. Truth, honesty, yay!
You figured me out, man.
I figured you out. There you go.
Yeah,
I figured out this cover. Not trying to be mean. This cover they use looks like something you would like a romance novel you would get.
I know it does.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
he conquers your heart just as he conquers the seas.
Yeah. It's like Justin Hartley just standing in like the water.
He's just waiting in the water
with his shirt off.
Yeah, and you got different. One's got more color. This one, the one I'm looking at's kind of more tannish. They got another one that's brighter.
And I mean, it almost looks like it. I mean, it could be like like you said, a romance novel or like the cover of a porn film or something.
That's what it looks like, literally.
Yeah.
Not at all like the other Aquaman going on here. The big beefy muscle dude.
Yeah, I mean, well, prior to Jason Momoa being cast as Aquaman, he was always a blonde-haired, kind of, just normal-looking guy. So,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, exactly. Wait.
Yeah, Yeah. So, what did you think of the show? Did you like it?
It was okay. I was all right with it.
See, I don't think it was any different than like I think it was just as good as of the pilot of like Smallville or Arrow or any of those type of things, you know? So, pretty good comic book TV pilot. I think they really, really thought they were going to get picked up because there's so many loose ends at the end of the episode. But
I was wondering how they're going to end this episode because I'm like, there's only like 12 minutes left. Like, what are we going to do here? You know?
Yeah. And it was funny because for how much money they had, it would have been cool if we actually got to go to Atlantis, but we never did. So
we never got there. We never even got close to it yet.
So, what goes down in this episode here, Sesame?
What goes down in Atlantis Town is, my friend, is we got ourselves our boy AC as a little kid here taking a trip with his mom on an airplane near the Bermuda Triangle for some reason. And she's talking to none other than our boy La Bamba, who's like a Coast Guard dude. I don't know his name, fortunately. I know I've seen him a million things, but
our boy La Bamba,
the dude from what's his name? I can look at it right now.
Lou Diamond Phillips is
I mean, I've seen him like a million. I mean, he was even in the chair. Yeah, he was in the Chair Company recently with Tim Robinson.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips is a very underrated actor in my opinion.
He's been in so many things. It's ridiculous how many things he's been. But yeah, he's kind of like this, sort of like the stepdad-ish, kind of like a guardian dude. They're kind of chit-chatting, and then it goes static because they're in the Bermuda Triangle, and AC's mom's like, she's got like this kind of like a seahorse kind of necklace that she's wearing, and it starts glowing, and she's like, oh shit, like she knows something's about to go down, and so they like go into some weird like vortex type of like like almost like a ocean kind of vortex, gets like sunk down real fast, and then she's like so generic, like, do good with your life. Like, okay, like, I mean, that's very basic, but okay, what does that mean? Do good what? Make good food with your life, do good,
just do good,
just do good in general. Just general information like the turmeric, just general.
Find a person named Good and then do her.
Yeah, I guess. And then
wait.
And so she pushes him out of the plane, and some like beastly, creepy looking thing grabs her and takes her away. And so we don't even know if she's dead or being held hostage. Who knows at this point? We don't know. We will never know because they didn't pick it up. But and then we flash like what I thought was weird. So this supposedly was supposed to flash forward 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, come on. Like, there's no way he aged looking like that. I would say at minimum 15 years, if not 20. Yeah. But no, we're supposed to believe that the little kid is now this dude 10 years later.
Yeah.
Right, fine, I guess. But I don't know why they couldn't just have 15 years later. It makes much more sense. But like, and so our boy AC here, not air conditioning, but like, because they live like in a really hot area of like,
and not AC Slater either. So yeah,
not AC Slater. No, not that dude. It was also a really like muscular dude. He's basically like breaking the law constantly by freeing dolphins from
captivity,
the reserves and whatnot. At one point, he almost gets into a fight with some guys who caught Marlin because he co-owns a restaurant with his friend. And she's like, hey, we have a business here. Like, let's not like deter like our entire customer base because you want to free one Marlin. And he's like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I wonder. Go ahead.
That's later in the episode too. But yeah, he gets arrested because he tried to free. He freed some dolphins. Yeah,
he was on camera doing it. He's like, oh, that could be anyone or whatever. And so like. So I'm starting to wonder if the boys intentionally made the Deep character, the TV show, after him, because he kind of acts like that same kind of way, and like at one point he even says something like the Deep or something like that, like
in the like basically in the comic book The Boys that the TV series is based on.
Yeah.
The Deep is basically their version of Aquaman.
No, I know that, but I mean, like,
Yeah.
even the way he acts in the TV show is kind of like
Yeah.
him a little bit. Like, I don't know if that was intentional, like a very obscure Easter egg that they threw in the show or whatever.
I mean, it could be because Adrian Palicki was on some episodes of Supernatural, and she was so
There you go.
created by Eric Kripke, who we mentioned earlier, who created Timeless as well, which is my favorite show of his. But The Boys is great too. But
I've seen Timeless.
yeah,
No, I think I have. But I have to go check it out.
Yeah, should watch it. It's on. I highly recommend it to people. Maybe we'll cover the pilot for it sometime. It's I believe the whole thing is streaming on Prime Video now. So
okay, that's cool.
It's somewhere on the interwebs.
On the webs of Inter.
So yeah, we he gets arrested by the sheriff dude. And so yeah, like basically he's like, the reason he did it is because he felt like the dolphins were like calling to him. Like
he's like, he can't. It's not like he speaks their language, but like he can sort of like feel them, kind of thing. That's the way he said, like a weird empathy. Maybe he's a narcissist. He's like, I felt empathy for the first time. What is that? Like, that's weird. Like, what is that feeling? Like,
well, that's why I rob places, because like the money's calling to me.
Yeah,
and me to free it.
You have to free the money. Exactly. You're not doing anything bad. You're just like, if anything, you're actually doing a good deed, because
I free it. It ends up in my pockets, and then later at Walmart or something.
It goes in your thing, but then you have to, you have to then like redo it, I guess, kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I then I spend it at Walmart, and then later I free it from Walmart.
I mean, duh. Come on.
Yeah, that's how you get a big screen TV. But
how do you guys not know these things? I mean, like,
and I need a big screen TV because it makes my life better, which in turn prevents me from being mean to other people, which would make the rest of the world suck. See?
So it's kind of like, look what you made me do, but it's like the opposite of that, right? Yeah.
It's like
look what you made me not do because of this. Like,
see, if I'm happy, that just means everybody else is happy. I'm not narcissistic.
That's totally not the attitude of an abuser, but yes. I was gonna say, I'm like, that sounds pretty dark. I was like, wait.
Yeah. See, it makes sense.
You know who else that makes sense to?
Who?
Apparently the siren of this show, a woman character. Yeah,
because later on, first before the siren comes into play, we've got another character that we meet. First, there's an unidentified man that his dad picks up and floating near the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. The man's like telling him to warn Orin, which we find out later is Arthur's real name.
Yeah.
But he also he's out. Arthur's out like swimming, and he ends up saving this Lieutenant Torres, who went down in a plane that she was flying. She's like a fighter pilot. And while there, his necklace, the reason that she went down is because his necklace triggers another surge of light, which causes her to crash the jet.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I didn't really know. Was he trying to like cause an accident or something when he was doing that? Like,
I think his necklace just kind of went off on its own.
Because I was watching that, I was like, was he like trying to do something? Because it was right after he had like an argument with someone. I thought maybe he was trying to like fake his own death to like pursue this mission of his or whatever. Like, but no, apparently it was just complete coincidence.
Yeah, there is a little. So here's the thing. There's a little bit of inconsistencies in the writing on this show, but maybe I'll get into it more later. But I mean, the fact that he has these powers and he knows about these powers, but then later acts surprised about other things. So it's just kind of, but
that's because they probably were just trying to figure it out. What they're up to, how to do this.
So anyways, he rescues Lieutenant Torres, and she's in the hospital, and he while there, there's this he runs into that John Doe guy who's basically trying to warn Orin of something, and he has a necklace just like his mama's, and his mama's necklace, and so then like this federal agent who we learned his name Brigman,
yeah,
that's a superhero name, Brigman.
That's a good name for a
Brigman. Yeah. He takes he steals John Doe and takes him to another facility.
That's right.
At this other facility, he's like, we meet Torres later, and she's trying to, he gets her to join the team, kind of setting up like sort of like a, I don't know, it seems like an X-Files for the Bermuda Triangle team or something, you know what I mean? So, which is a good idea for a show, but anyways, so.
No, it's.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Do you want to take a quick break here?
Yeah, I do. I need a hydration break. I think I need to just take a dip in the ocean or something like that.
Yeah, you're gonna like fly down to the Keys and fly out near out near the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Yeah.
All right. So just check out these ads here, folks, and we'll be right back. Okay, everyone. If you haven't checked it out yet, be sure to visit our website at all2reeltoo.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything All2ReelToo. You can grab some awesome merch through our TeePublic store, support the show on Patreon, and get perks like early access to new episodes, and find links to all of our social media. If you enjoy what we're doing, we'd really appreciate your help. Share the show on your favorite social media platform, leave us a review, and tell a friend about the podcast. Every share, listen, and recommendation helps us grow the All2ReelToo community. Thanks for listening, and remember, you can find it all at all2reeltoo.com.
This episode is brought to you by Facebook. So you were scrolling on Marketplace, and there it was, the bike you'd been searching for. You sent a message, and it turned out the seller was super chatty, kind of funny, and an avid cyclist. The next thing you know, you're in a cycling crew. Well, a community cycling group. The thing about Facebook, you might find more than what you're looking for. From a browse to a bike ride, this summer find more on Facebook.
From athletic stuff like a full court pickup game, swish, to athletic-ish stuff like a half-mile stroll. Get those steps in. Head to Sierra or Sierra.com for the brands you want at the prices that let you do it all. From athletic to athletic-ish, Sierra's got it.
And we are back. Hope you enjoyed those ads.
I did.
We're putting them in the middle of the episodes now, folks. Deal with it.
You have to watch it. Sorry.
If you don't want them in the middle of your episodes, go to our Patreon and you can join at one of our tiers, and you can get ad-free episodes in the future.
Yeah.
But yeah, where were we? What else is going on in Aquaman?
So we got that siren woman shows up at the restaurant, and she's like, "Hey, what's like?" Because he like teaches diving lessons, of course, because he's great at diving or whatever. And she's like, "Let's do something else." Like basically, like puts the thought into his mind. He's like, "Yes, let's go. Let us go for a swim." All robot like, and she's like, "You know, we've actually met a long time ago." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" And then she just like goes under, and I was sitting there thinking, like, he's supposed to follow her, right? Like it's supposed to be like a romantic thing. He just stays up there for like 15 seconds. He's like, "Where are you?" And you're starting to freak me out. And then she shows up in her true form and like slashes him across the chest. I'm thinking, like, why does she even need to do that? Like, why did she need to go underwater for 20 seconds?
I'm wondering if maybe she had to be under the water to turn or something.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't understand.
Something else happens later in another thing that I'll bring up, and it'll.
Okay.
So basically she like, convinces him. I mean, I follow Adrian Palicki almost anywhere, but anyways, that's just me. But
I mean, yeah, but not if you drown from going your water so far. I can't talk, but
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not really.
I did want to point out one other thing though, really quick.
Sure.
Speaking of attractive women,
Sure.
Denise Quinones, who played Rachel Torres, Lieutenant Torres.
Yeah.
She, I want to get this right, so I'm looking it up.
Sure.
She was Miss Universe in 2001.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's a Puerto Rican actress. So yeah, but yeah, which is part of America.
Sure.
The United States of America, I should say.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
United States of America, not the
Yeah,
not the fake America.
Yep. And the president of Puerto Rico is the president of the United States, contrary to what our president once said.
He doesn't even know what he's president of.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, wait, what?
He
so she slashes him up.
He also thinks that there's an Islamic Republic of Japan. So
now I want to actually start a band or make an album called the Islamic Republic of Japan.
Yes.
And have like, I mean, there are Muslims who live in Japan, obviously, but
it's not.
It's a very small group of people who Muslims who live there. But according to Trump, it doesn't matter, right? So you can just be like,
yeah. And he wasn't wrong when he said it. So, because he'll never admit his guilt.
He's right.
He'll never admit that he messed up in anything. But
Islam in Japan, they're estimated 420,000 Muslims in Japan, which is 0.3% of the total population.
Yep.
So yeah, but hey, it's their kingdom, right? It's their so yeah.
Yep. That's like the United States being the Baha'i Republic of the United States or something. But so anyways, we've got this chick, messing him up and everything, and then he barely escapes, but he gets help from Ving Rhames McCaffrey, who he had met earlier.
This guy was in every movie like this for a while, like anything to do with supernatural stuff or like this kind of thing.
I mean, he was Marcellus Wallace in Pulp Fiction, so I mean, come on, and he was
also in
all the Mission Impossible movies,
and also he was in the not Walking Dead, Day of the Dead. Right?
He was in two of the Dead movies.
Okay, he was in, all right.
Like different characters in each of them. Because
Dawn of the Dead, sorry. Yes, right, because in the first one they all get on the island. And
I think he was in Day and Dawn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. One of which was directed by
Zack Snyder. Yep, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, and I think one of them was written by James Gunn.
That's crazy.
I think the one he directed.
Yeah, it is. So right here, directed Dawn of the Dead, directed by Zack Snyder, screenplay by James Gunn.
And then I just mentioned Baha'i, and I think the other one was written by Jeffrey Reddick, who created the Final Destination series, and he's a Baha'i. So
that's crazy. Let me look it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, keep talking. I'll still, But yeah, she slashes him up pretty good on across the chest.
Yeah, and then McCaffrey shoots her, but it just wounds her because you have to shoot them in between the eyes.
That's so stupid. Like, why is that a rule? Like,
I mean, that's like a lot of things. I think that's like a rule with zombies. Speaking of zombies,
yeah, but it's the brain has to be exact part of the brain. Like, it's like it's not like you can't stab them from this side of the head. Yeah. So it's gotta be at this part or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know the history of sirens. Maybe it is actually the only way sirens.
It might be it. Well, yeah, maybe because she had like a little thing on her forehead, like a crystal type thing. So maybe that's like where they get their powers from, or something.
Like a bullseye.
Yeah, like the like the movie. What was it? The one we saw with Bullseye. What was Daredevil with
with Bullseye. Yeah. Anyways, So McCaffrey, basically explains to Arthur that he's that Arthur and his mother and him were all exiled from Atlantis.
Okay.
And that he's the Prince of Atlantis, and his real name's Orin. So yeah, and he freaks out. He's like, that's Atlantis, like, really. And then he says something like, who's hanging out down there, Captain Nemo and the Little Mermaid, or something. So it's just like, but see, that's where it is. It's like he knows he can swim underwater for a long time and really fast. And
even as a kid, he said he held his breath for almost 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
and so he's surprised that he is from Atlantis.
that his mom like gave him some weird like do good with your life weird
Speech.
final party message. Like,
Yes.
you know.
Anyways, so
yeah.
So they so basically he goes back to his restaurant that he co-owns, and he tells Eva to leave for a few days because he's worried about her getting hurt by Nadia. But it ends up, coming too late because Nadia does end up injuring Ava when I thought she was dead.
I thought she killed her too, but yeah, so that's kind of cool.
And then she hurts him too, captures him, and then he wakes up and he's like captured inside this boat with McCaffrey.
Right.
But, she's like taking them both like to the Bermuda Triangle to take them to Atlantis because they're going to be executed, and she wants to do it there because that'll like basically prove her power in front of the people or something, I guess.
Power, but the thing is, the whole point is such a weird thing because it's like that whole militant, this whole like Malcolm X versus Martin Luther King type of story. Like, we gotta fight, no, we gotta be peaceful, type of thing. But why kill Arthur? Like, he's the son of the person that you disagree with.
Yeah.
So how is executing him any form of justice whatsoever?
Well,
he didn't do anything.
I think a lot of it is the fact that he's the prince, so he's like the rightful heir to the
get that part, but it's like if you care so much about preserving your way of life, is your way of life killing people who didn't do anything wrong? Is that your way of life? Like, what I mean?
My other thing is why even come to the surface and even basically inform Arthur that he is this person by trying to kill him? Because if she wouldn't have tried to kill him, McCaffrey would have never told him who he was.
Well, that would have to advance the plot. You can't,
Yeah, I'm just saying that
you can't advance the plot otherwise. Unless maybe she wanted to give him like a second chance, or
I guess it is just the whole like I just want to kill him for the sake of killing him in front of people,
right,
as opposed to just letting him live his life in Florida and be happy. It's just
right, because he has no idea who he is.
Yeah,
and ultimately it doesn't matter. She could still do her thing by creating.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is like the exact same plot of Black Panther 2, with their version of Aquaman, whatever his name was, Namor or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same exact idea of like, we want to go to the surface level and conquer them so that we can have more space for ourselves. Well, in that story, a little bit more revenge oriented. With this, it seems more of like conquest, like imperialism, almost a little bit of like, fuck these surface dwellers, we want to take over their land or whatever. It's like,
because I know like in the Jason Momoa movie, they basically their goal was to like basically combine all these underwater cities to then end up taking over the whole planet or something, and basically snuffing out it's been a long time since I've seen. I didn't even watch the whole thing, so I just remember.
Why would they even need that though? Because they live underwater.
I think they want to get rid of the land dwellers or something,
But why? Because there's no like, that's what didn't make any sense to me too. Because like, especially like in Black Panther, now I'm like on the Black Panther 2 kick, where it's like they live so far beneath the ocean that like nobody even knows they live there.
Mm-hmm.
So why do they care about what goes? Because like they don't even like you know what I mean? Like you're not even like in contact with the outside world. Like nobody's getting that far to where you've got.
It's the same reason why England colonized Africa or India, and the same reason that America was colonized, and the same reason that Israelis it's
maybe violent, but Namor seemed like he was out
land for some fucking reason.
Yeah, I know they don't need that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this woman, the siren, whatever, she's like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kill." But why scratch him a whole bunch before killing him? That was weird. Like, just take them. Like, why do you gotta scratch him up real bad? But his wounds healed really quickly, so that was interesting.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if he's got some kind of like
he must have
properties, like
healing powers, like Wolverine or something.
But that's pretty much all that happened. I mean, no, she kills the one dude that they rescued, right?
She ends up. So, before that, she had she had killed the John Doe that they had rescued, who ended up being like a guy from like World War II or something, a World War II pilot or something.
That was the other thing too. No, that was from 1905.
No, that's right. Maybe yeah.
But there was one other plot twist that they never got through, where there was like boxes upon like thousands of boxes of photographs of people who had somehow been lost in the Bermuda. Like so many millions of people.
See,
they ever explained that?
I was figuring it was like kind of like an X-Files sort of thing, you know.
So they're trying to say that the Atlanteans were like holding these people hostage or something like that, or like
it's like Amelia Earhart hanging out in Atlantis or something. Then in this,
I don't know. They never. Well, he never even said if they were actually in Atlantis. So that must have been like a separate subplot that he never.
I mean, they also show like towards the end a picture of Lieutenant Torres in the past in like 1936 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
So they must have been trying to do some kind of crossover event or multiverse type of thing, but they never could, do it.
Well, it's probably going to be like the way they were going to be able to do it. It would be like that's how they could like have their freak of the week sort of thing, you know.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like it would set it up like, well, it's like, oh, there's this guy from the 1930s that's coming to,
gotcha.
Or like, hey, this week we get to meet Amelia Earhart, that sort of thing. Or other people that were lost at in the Bermuda Triangle. Okay. So yeah, but towards the end, he ends up killing Nadia by like stabbing her in the head. Like you do. And I've had bad dates before, but I've never stabbed.
Never got that. Yeah, you never got that point. Yeah.
So he ends up then agreeing with McCaffrey to. Oh, but before though, when he needed, so that's what I was going to mention about the water thing. At one point, he's on the boat and he like dumps water on his head, and AC does, and I'm just like, is he doing that to get like powers? Like, does he need to be wet to have his powers?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
I figure that out. So, but anyways, after that, happens. He basically, McCaffrey just basically tells him, hey, there's going to be more creatures coming to look for you. And he says, maybe I should have started your training years ago. And then I'm like, why the fuck didn't you? Anyways,
yeah.
So Arthur agrees to start it, and he's thinking that, hey, I'm gonna, we're gonna start off like, learning how to use a trident, and
right,
not the gum, but the like a trident. No,
not the gum. Yes.
I'm gonna teach you how to chew gum, kid.
Yeah.
But basically, he tells him the first thing that he wants him to do is read Henry IV parts 1 and 2, and that's his, and basically. And then he just like says, it's like, he says, would you rather skip to the ending or something, like, because he basically wants him to like try to explain what happens in him so he doesn't have to do it. And he's like, it's, and this line I actually kind of like, he says, it isn't about the ending, it's about the journey.
Oh,
so yeah,
that's cute.
So he has to read Shakespeare. So,
now he's gonna, yeah.
And then the next episode, he reads Shakespeare, and then he becomes an actor, and he just leaves the town and doesn't help anybody anymore. That's,
Yeah.
He leaves and he becomes an actor and changes his name to Justin Hartley, and then he goes off to do guest spots on Smallville, and then and eventually This Is Us and Tracker. Anyways, some little trivia here. Let me see if there's anything I missed when I was talking about the trivia earlier. Basically, Arthur Curry's boat is named Quint, which is probably a nod to Robert Shaw's character in Jaws, which was Quint.
Okay.
The actor who was originally cast was named William Toale, Toale. And he left due to creative differences.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah,
that phrase.
If you get the animated film Justice League Crisis on Two Earths on DVD, you can get this episode, which I think I might have that DVD, and I just didn't realize it. That was a bonus feature on it. Yeah. Interesting thing too is like, Justin Hartley, went on to play Green Arrow. Amber McDonald, who's in this episode, Adrian Palicki, Rick Peters, and Denise Quinones all went on to make guest appearances on Smallville. Palicki then went on to do another failed DC pilot, Wonder Woman, in 2011, which we will cover someday. I brought it up before, and then I never did cover it for some reason. I think something else came up. But then she did go on to join Marvel and was a main cast member on the second season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh.
Yeah, so, yes. Anyways, that's all the trivia here. Anything else you want to say about this before we wrap it up?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed this. I think I would have liked to seen this show go.
Yeah, I mean, like at least a few episodes.
I mean, for something 20 years ago, it would have been good. I mean, I don't see how it would have been any better or worse than Smallville, so,
yeah,
maybe less people getting people involved in cults or something, but,
just little things like that,
maybe
little fine details.
As far as I know, nobody involved in this episode is in a cult. I don't know.
Hopefully. Maybe just sign around on it.
Yeah. No, I don't think Adrian Palicki was. So,
okay, good.
As far as I know, she's not in a cult. Yeah, she went to Whitmer High School in Toledo, Ohio. Cool. I remember when she was in high school there, and I saw her in a fall play there once because I lived like 3 blocks away from the theater that Whitmer High School. So I didn't go there, but I lived like 3 blocks away from the school.
It was really close there, yeah. You would have went to there if you didn't go to the other school.
Yeah, if I didn't go to a Catholic school.
How close you were there, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any other failed pilots or any kind of superhero based entertainment that you want us to cover, just let us know. You can message me at mike@cullenpark.com. You can go to all2reeltoo.com and check out all of our links there to our social media. Also, we have a TeePublic where you can buy merch. You can get some t-shirts and some stickers and whatnot. Also, you can go to our Patreon there. Join that. You can get these episodes without ads early. Yeah. Get an episode when possible, a week early. I'm going to add the when possible because sometimes we'll just decide to throw in an episode last minute. So, yeah, like if something comes up that we want to cover right away, we might not be able to get it out early.
Fine.
But anyways, just, do that. Share the show with a friend, go swimming down to Atlantis and share it with all the Atlanteans.
Yeah. I just looked her up. It said she got divorced in 2022. So maybe you can ask her on a date through this episode.
Adrian, okay. Yeah.
You could be like, hey, if you're listening to her.
Listening, you want to go out, let's do it.
If you want to go out and...
She was married to her co-star from The Orville. I know that.
Rhymes, yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It sounds so weird. I'm like looking this up right now. I know it sounds weird. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be weird.
The Orville was a great show too. They keep talking about doing another season.
She was in Red Dawn. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the remake. Okay. Yeah.
I saw that when it came out.
Yeah. That's an interesting movie.
I think I like the original better than that, but it was all right.
I do too, but both of those are just basically, like totally rah-rah America movies.
Oh, it's absolutely propaganda. Yeah, absolutely.
And speaking of propaganda, I just want to let people know that trans lives are human lives.
Yes.
It's like no human is illegal. Free Palestine. Fuck ICE. Fuck the oligarchy. Be different, be yourself. And just remember that I love you. I can't swim that well. Just wanted to admit that on.
So it's good to admit, true.
Yeah. Sesame loves you. And until next time, bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to All2ReelToo podcast, a Cullen Park production. Produced and edited by Michael E. Cullen II. Music by Matthew Hawes. Subscribe and share the show. Visit us at cullenpark.com.
Look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 is now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
We are digital, we are downloadable, we are streamable.
The fashion event of the year is certified fresh.
Pull yourself together, we have work to do.
Critics say it's smart and witty and the perfect sequel.
That's all.
Get runway ready for The Devil Wears Prada 2 on Disney Plus and Hulu. Rated PG-13.
I don't think I can be your friend, Isabella said. Rebecca's stomach flipped. This is the love story of real Hinge couple Isabella and Rebecca, written and read by me, Tammy Denton-Hurst. Listen to the free audiobook now.
At ZocDoc, we know being a healthy adult is like living in a video game. Every day has side quests, taxes, laundry, birthdays. And just when you're leveling up, you have to book a doctor. The insurance portal crashes. They put you on hold. Your doctor doesn't take your plan. Game over. We see you. So we made booking a doctor easy. Download ZocDoc. Search by specialty, insurance, and availability. Book instantly. No cheat codes required. Find a doctor you love with ZocDoc.